spiritual physically or spiritually, to rise as we sing our opening song. Page 10.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, ידעי ידעי. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, ידעי ידעי. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
You may be seated. As we continue on page 12 with Lechuna Ranana from Psalm 95.
Lechuna ranana, lechuna ranana, lechuna ranana, l'Adonai. Lechuna ranana, lechuna ranana, lechuna ranana, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, nekad mafana v'toda. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, בזמירות נריע לו. לכונה רננה, לכונה רננה, לכונה רננה לאדוני. לכונה רננה, לכונה רננה, לכונה רננה לאדוני.
And we turn back to page 2 and 3 for the kindling of our Sabbath lights, bringing light into sanctuary, just as we hope that Shabbat enlightens us and enlightens the world. It is my pleasure to call upon Sarah Kittinger in celebration of her son Jacob becoming bar mitzvah. Sarah is a board member, a teacher in our religious school, and a wonderful human being in general. And we turn to page 2 and 3, and I invite you to rise again.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offering of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
You may be seated. We continue with Lecha Dodi on page 20, welcoming the Sabbath bride into our hearts, into our sanctuary, and into our lives. Page 20. We sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, rising on the final verse.
Ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 penei Shabbat, nekabel, ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 penei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabelo, Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, U'shemo echad, L'Shem ultiferet v'litila. Ay lay lay, ya la 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 lay l'chadadi, ya la 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 lay likrat kala, ya la 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 lay penei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki bekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshava techila. Ay lay lay, ya la 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 lay l'chadodi, ya la 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 lay likrat kala, ya la 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 lay b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki va'orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai, alayich nigla. Ay lay lay, ya la 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 lay l'chadodi, ya la 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 lay likrat kala, ya la 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 lay b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise and face the door.
Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi kala, boi kala, yai lai lai, ya la 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 lai l'chadodi, ya la 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 lai likrat kala, ya la 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 lai b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, ya la 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 lai l'chadodi, ya la 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 lai likrat kala. Pene Shabbat nekapela.
You may be seated. We continue on the next page, page 22, as we sing from Psalm 92, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. It is good to sing praises, to sing thanks to the Eternal. Let us sing together, starting with the third line in the Hebrew.
Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Let's try that again. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. On this the day of days, my lips shall sing your praise, for I know that you'll always be here surrounding me. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון. I wish to understand the wonders of your hand, for all the blessings that are mine rise from your design. Tov lehodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
We continue on page 145 with the Chati Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. אמן. בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה. שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מן כה בחטא ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן מעלמא ויאמרו אמן.
Spiritually, physically, we rise.
Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, v'mishmerotehem barakia kirtsono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, Umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzevaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam, Le'olam Va'ed.
We're on page 150.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness eludes our grasp, as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes, there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago, we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned God's presence redeems time and event.
So we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, pokeya lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Elianu v'yamru, ze Elianu v'yamru. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki yifar Adonai et Yaakov ugelo mi'ed chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai Ka'al Yisrael.
Page 153.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha u'shmor tzedenu uvo'enu. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha u'shmor tzedenu uvo'enu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Baruch atah Adonai haborei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'o Yerushalayim. Amen. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Beini uvein Bnei Yisrael, Oti le'olam, Vishamru Bnei Yisrael, Et HaShabbat, La'asot et HaShabbat, Lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheishet yamim, I saw Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael, et hashabat, la'asot et hashabat, lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, La'asot et HaShabbat, Lidorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, La'asot et HaShabbat, Lidorotam berit olam.
As we turn to page 155 for the Amidah, spiritually or physically, we rise.
Adonai sevotai tiftach ufia ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei Hakol, Bezocher Chastei Avot B'imahot, Umevig Ula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Samech Naflim V'Rofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emuneto, Bishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'agivurot, Umidam Melach, Melech Memit, Umechayeh, Umatziach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh Hashem hakadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehallelu Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Page 160, on the bottom of the page, let's read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Be gracious, Adonai, our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. Oh, may our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Let our eyes behold your presence in our midst, in the midst of our people in Zion. Blessed is Adonai, whose presence renews Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, chamachazir shchinato l'tzion. Page 163. For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise.
For the desire in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being.
For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hato shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Adonai melech Adon B'chol HaShalom. Ki Adonai melech Adon B'chol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
As we pray for shalom, for peace, and for wholeness in our world, we also pray for shalom, for peace, and for wholeness for those in our community, those of our friends and our family and our neighbors and our loved ones who are broken, who are in need of wholeness. For all those who are ill, be it from an illness of the body, an illness of the mind, or an illness of the spirit, we pray that they come to a refuah shlema. As a community, we pray for Betty Parson and Doug White. If there's anyone for whom you are praying for their healing, I invite you to share the name. We think of them all. We think of others whom we name in our hearts. The Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, is on page 253. Let us pray for healing together.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha B'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Oh, say shalom bimroma. Oh, say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'akol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, Amen. Oh, say shalom bimrama. Ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru Amen. Yai la 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 yai la yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 la. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael והכל יושבי תבל ואמרו
As we turn to page 5 for Kiddush, our sanctification of Shabbat, our prayer over wine, I invite everyone who's here who has not yet celebrated the age of becoming B'nai Mitzvah. No pressure, but give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you're coming up. Okay, come on up. And I invite Jacob Kittinger to lead us in the English reading inscribed on our souls from the Union Prayer Book. Cantor will lead us in Hebrew. We are on page 5. I invite you physically or spiritually to rise, and I invite Dave Gertler to pass out grape juice to all on the bima.
Let us praise God with a symbol of joy and give Him thanks for the blessing of the past week, for life and strength, for home and love and friendship, for the discipline of your trials and temptations, for the happiness that has come to us over our labors. You have ennobled us, O God, by the blessing of work, and in love have sanctified us by Sabbath rest and worship as ordained in the Torah. 6 days shall we labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath, to be hallowed unto you, eternal your God.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei bria gafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu Shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila levikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'chorta b'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava u'v'ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim.
And let us stretch our hands over our children, whether they're here or far or near, whether they are the children of our birth or the children of our souls. Anyone for whom you wish to offer blessing, repeat after me. May God bless you
May God bless you
and watch over you.
and watch over you.
May God, I just totally lost my place in this priestly benediction. May God give you grace,
May God give you grace.
and may God give you kindness.
May God give you kindness.
May God's face lift up to you
May God's face lift us to you
and smile on you.
and smile on you.
And may you always know peace.
And may you always know peace.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Amen.
Amen.
You may go back to your seats. And we will remain standing as we remove the Torah from the ark for our Torah service, which is on page 254. Ashlosha devarim,
Ashlosha devarim, Ashlosha devarim, Olam, Olam, Amen.
What do you...
Ashlosha devarim, Olam, Olam, Amen.
gemilut chasadim, al haTorah v'al ha'avodah v'al gemilut chasadim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam, ha'olam, omed, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam, ha'olam, omed. Al haTorah v'al ha'avodah v'al gemilut chasadim, al haTorah v'al ha'avodah v'al gemilut chasadim.
Again, I'm saying y'all again. So our portion this week is Vayigash. We're pretty much at the end of the story of Joseph. Just as a brief recap, Joseph was kind of a whiny brat as a child. His brothers literally wanted to kill him, but instead they sold him into slavery. Through a series of events, Joseph rises to power, eventually becoming second in command to Pharaoh himself. He knows that there's a famine coming because he's a dreamer and interprets dreams and can see into the future or can see other people's thoughts into the future. And his brothers come to him for food. He pretends not to know them. Jacob will chant tomorrow morning the scene where he reveals himself to his brothers, one of my top 5 moments in Torah. And then he reveals himself. The brothers bring Jacob back, and the family settles in Goshen, which is kind of at the edge of Egypt. On the one hand, this entire story is necessary for the rest of the story to happen. We can't have the Exodus without going to Egypt first. And in some ways, this is just one really big and interesting setup for that. But I think there's more to it. I think we are always a people that has been able to settle in different places. That wherever we come from is one home, but wherever we come to can also be a home, and can also be a place where we thrive, a place where we set down our roots, and a place where we can find our future generations. I'm going to be reading from chapter 47, starting with verse 23, which is on page 295 of the Plout commentary. The large, starts on 295, goes to 296. The large blue volume that says Torah in giant letters. Can't miss it. And I invite for the Aliyah, in spirit of Joseph and his brothers and his father who moved to this new land, anyone who in the past year-ish has come to a new place, who has moved somewhere, either physically or spiritually, anyone who has come to a new place, sorry, I wasn't even thinking of you, I invite you for the Aliyah, Nala Amod Kol Ha-Nisaim La Torah. Physical, spirit, any change in your life. Anyone who's had change, come on up. All right. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai, noten Torah.
Amen. Actually, can you go on the side so that you can spot me? Thank you. Vayomer Yosef el ha'am, hen kaniti etchem hayom, etz admatchem lefar'o. Hey lachem zar'a, v'zaratem et ha'adama, v'haya b'tava ota, v'natatem chamishit lefar'o, v'arba hayadot, yihye lachem lezara hasadeh, ule'oclechem ולאשר בביתיכם ולאכול לטפכם. ויאמרו, היכא איתנו נמצא חן בעיני אדוני, והיינו עבדים לפרעה. It's a little preview. וישם אותה יוסף לחוק עד היום הזה, על אדמת מצרים, לפרעה, לחומש, thank you, רק אדמת הכהנים לבדם לא תהיה לפרעה. וישב ישראל בארץ מצרים, בארץ גושן, ויאחזו וירפו וירבו מאוד. You can do the blessing after, then I'll translate.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen. And Joseph said to the people, "Here, I give you today, I bought you today, and this land for Pharaoh. Here are seeds for you to sow the land, and to use and in your harvest you'll give 5% to Pharaoh. The other 4 portions will be for you to seed your field and to eat, and for your household and to feed your children." And they said, the people responded to Joseph and said, "You have given us life. We hope we have found favor in your eyes, O sir. And we shall be as indentured servants," although the word is avadim, which we know comes up again, "to Pharaoh." And Joseph made a law that is still good today at the time of the Torah, that upon the land of Egypt, that Pharaoh gets 5%, and only the land of the priests, them alone, does not go to Pharaoh. And Yisrael and Israel settled in the land of Egypt, in the area of Goshen, and they settled there. They made roots there and were fruitful and multiplied a lot. Excellent. I invite you to rise as I attempt to lift the Torah, which will probably...
Do
you mind? Sorry. Things I forget to organize before services.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei b'nei Yisrael. Amchi Adonai li'ad Moshe. As we go up, all right?
I did something new this year for Hanukkah. I bought outdoor lights and put them up on my balcony. It's not that I thought they were wrong before that. It's more that it never really occurred to me as a thing I might want to do. But then Pittsburgh happened. And I found myself increasingly wanting to overtly show my Judaism in public. Perhaps it's out of a sense of guilt for being able to pass, so to speak, wanting to make sure that I am not going to hide who I am. But it goes deeper than that. For me, it's more that I want to show my Jewish pride, my Jewish identity, to show, yes, this is who I am, and I will not be silenced. For this reason, I've been wearing my kippah more often in public, allowing myself to sit with that discomfort, to become more used to having it there and out for the world to see. And as I said, I put up Hanukkah lights. On Hanukkah, after all, we are taught to do Pirsum Hanes, publicizing the miracle. In fact, it's one of the few things that we are instructed to do over the holiday. This is why it's traditional to light the Chanukiah outside or in the window. I think over time there have been many new ways through which we can publicize that great miracle that happened there for our people. Through sharing the latest song parodies, taking pictures of our Hanukkah candles for the world to see. And then, as I found myself more aware of all this year, putting up Hanukkah lights and wearing Hanukkah sweaters. The irony of some of these actions was not lost on me. The Maccabees, as much as they were fighting against the Greco-Syrian army, were also fighting against the Jewish people who wanted to assimilate. Let me be clear, they would have not liked either Hanukkah sweaters nor Hanukkah lights on my balcony, or even the influence of secular feminism or equality in Judaism that allows women to become rabbis and wear a kippah. They would not really be appreciative of much of our Reformed Jewish expression of our religion. But I also believe that the gift of history, and really the essence of modern Reformed Judaism, is that we in our generation can consider both being part of the world at large as well as being part of the Jewish people. And perhaps that is part of the irony which Hanukkah has become. As Jews and as those connected to our Jewish community, this balance can be especially challenging this time of year, and not because of Hanukkah. You can't really avoid the lights, the music, the Hallmark movies, the greetings from every sales clerk you meet. Christmas is everywhere. A religious celebration of a religion not ours, or not the one of some of our loved ones. However much it has become for many a secular holiday, the so-called Christmas spirit is hard to argue against. Goodwill towards humanity, giving to others, both those we love and those in need, but it's not ours. And so many of us feel more other than usual, in a world where it's easier to be part of the them. For families that have non-Jewish family members, it's even more challenging. And even in a time of rising anti-Semitism in public events that have made latent anti-Semitism more externally evident, it's all there. The response of some is to embrace the trimmings of Christmas, so to speak, having a tree, taking pictures with the mall Santa Claus. And I don't want to say that such a response is wrong. I admit that as a child, I had a Christmas stocking. My Jewish grandfather dressed up as Santa Claus every year. For him, and therefore for us, it was a family holiday. He was in the retail business. For him, it was a celebration of the end of the busy season. And while that's not the choice that I make in my life now, I understand that others might make that choice. And while I went through a very long phase where looking at those old pictures of my cousins and my parents and my grandparents and I made me want to cringe, I've come to appreciate that part of my family and my personal history. I even have the stocking with my name on it in the closet of the bedroom where I grew up in my parents' house. Another response to this season is to make the day a uniquely Jewish expression, generally of Chinese food and movies. or with a matzo ball party for 20s and 30s programs. And out of this same challenge, another response is to take some of the entirely secular expressions of their holiday and transform them for our own holiday. Hanukkah sweaters, Hanukkah lights, and even Hanukkah movies. And of course, there are those that reject all of this entirely. But just as I would likely have not defined myself by the narrow view of the Maccabees, I also don't define myself by those who have cut themselves off from secular society entirely. Borough Park comes to mind. Nor do I fully understand that response. Of course, this is not the only time of year when we're forced to ask ourselves the question of how we really fit into our own society. Are we Jewish Americans or American Jews? Which part of our identity comes first? Once upon a time, the myth of the melting pot still prevailed. People shed or hid their individual identities in order that everyone could be an American. When we lived in the melting pot, rejecting assimilation meant to be on the fringe. Assimilation, or at least some degree of it, was an easy choice for many American Jews. It was at the center of the trappings of early Reform Judaism. After all, in a country in which our people had thrived, why would we want to rock the boat like that? But within the past 30 or 40 years, we've moved out of the melting pot and into the salad bowl. We're all still Americans, but now each culture keeps its uniqueness, the ethnicity and religion that identifies each of us. But keeping in mind the assimilation that is also part of our history, how do we respond to questions of identity today? Somewhere between the black hats and the green wreaths, there must be a balance. The challenge we face as modern American Jews is how to assimilate into society while at the same time maintaining our own identity. I see that also as our opportunity. And we know that this is unique neither to the Maccabean era nor to America. This challenge is as old as Genesis. As we read in the Torah this week, we find ourselves in the middle of the Joseph story, which is really a story of assimilation. Joseph is able to thrive in a society outside of his own. He's able to be a leader despite the fact that he is a foreigner in Egypt. He dons the clothes of Egypt. He takes an Egyptian name and an Egyptian wife. Even his son's names call upon assimilation. Manasseh, meaning God has made me forget completely my hardship in my parental home. Ephraim, meaning that God has made me fertile in the land of my affliction. And when Joseph's brothers come to beg him for food, Joseph is able to act as Egyptian and to treat them as other, his own brothers. And everyone seems to believe the act. But then we come to the story's climax, and Joseph finds that he can no longer walk the walk or talk the talk. Overcome by his emotions, Joseph realizes who he is. Alone with his brothers, he proclaims, "I am Joseph." And sending for his father, he models for us that you can live in Egypt and still be a Hebrew. It is with this action that the children of Israel come to live in Egypt, where they thrive and eventually bring us to a different story. Joseph settles his brothers and his father in Goshen, a region of Egypt on its border with the land of Israel. There, they can maintain their own roots while living in Egypt and establishing new roots. They can find the balance of how both cultures can be part of one identity. It is there that the children of Israel is transformed from a family into a people. It is in a foreign land that our peoplehood is established. I believe that's an important lesson for us, to consider how we can be both strangers as well as citizens. We can both embrace aspects of the world around us while keeping our traditions unique. And sometimes we can allow one to help define the other in both directions. The Aleinu prayer is another such reminder. It's the prayer which informs us that we are not like everybody else. We are a people. The Aleinu is our prayer of pride. So as we rise together, let us remember that the Aleinu also teaches us to repair the world, to take our peoplehood, and to make everyone better for it. And with that, let us all declare that each of us is Joseph. We continue on page 282 as we rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol la'ateit gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kikoye ha'aratzot v'lo samanu kimishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Page 294. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, those whom we have drawn into our own hearts with our own. If you are in the period of Shiva, the first 7 days following a loss, I invite you to rise. If you're in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days following a loss, I invite you to rise. If you've experienced a loss within the past year, I invite you to rise. And if you are remembering a loved one on their yahrzeit, the anniversary of their death, to honor their memory, I invite you to rise. And for all others for whom it is their tradition to rise as a community as we recite the Mourner's Kaddish, I invite you to rise as well. And we recite the ancient words of the Mourner's Kaddish together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, Amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya, v'hayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. On this Shabbat, as a community, we remember Louis Statt, Judith Blake, Sylvia David, Joan Balick, Sybil Zeftel, Woody Bass, Sidney Davis, Mildred Foreman, Ralph I. Garber, Gershon Gitlin, Naomi Goldstein, Louis Casvan, Belle Demner McCoy, Gerald Melamed, Ida Sachs, Walter Schiff, Charles H. Simmons Jr., Sarah Weiner, Jennifer Lee Weiner. If there's anyone else for whom someone is saying Kaddish. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing. We say together, Amen. You may be seated. In your green booklet and anything that was inserted to it are important and wonderful things that are happening soon in our community. handed to you as you walked in. I invite you to refer to it to find out some of the many, many ways that you can be involved in Jewish life here at Beth Emeth. Tomorrow morning, we will continue our celebration of Shabbat through Torah study at 9:30. And as we celebrate with Jacob and his family, as he celebrates becoming Bar Mitzvah, leading us in prayer, teaching us Torah, reading Torah, and giving us all the opportunity to kvel and enjoy the celebration. That's at 11. All are welcome to join us in prayer. And as our closing song, we're going to sing Adon Olam, which is on the page.
321.
321. I invite you, as we began with song, we will end with song. Let us rise together, spiritually or physically, for Adon Olam. Page 321.
Adon Olam Asher Malach V'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Le'ed Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Ve'vado Yimloch Nora Ve'hu haya ve'hu hove ve'hu yiyeh b'tifara ve'hu yiyeh b'tifara ve'hu echad ve'ein sheni le'ham Yisrael sorry Beli tachlit Belo ha'oz Ve'ham Yisrael Belo ha'oz Ve'ham Yisrael Ve'hu Eli Ve'chai go'ali Ve'tzur chavli Be'eit zara Ve'hu nisi U'manosli Menat kosi Bayom ekra Menat kosi Bayom ekra Beyado afki ruchi be'eti shan be'aira ve'im ruchi kibiati Adonai li ve'lo ira Adonai li ve'lo ira.
Before we go into the social hall for our Oneg Shabbat, our celebration of the joy of Shabbat and some nice snacks, let us all say Motzi together.
Hamotzi lachem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our prayer is joyfully said. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim.